Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Straight to Boston here, the King of Boston. Today we're back for episode 54 of the Georgia State Dynasty, and once again we are finally back. I know I've been really inactive in the last couple of weeks, but do not get used to it. I'm going to be back regularly uploading within the week. If you guys watched my last Celtics episode, which I believe I posted last weekend, you would know that I've had some computer troubles. I've also just had a really busy last couple of weeks, which hasn't really allowed me to kind of explore secondary options for uploading without my kind of primary computer. But I'm getting my computer back within the week. It did have a little bit of damage to it, but I got it all repaired. It's gonna be good to go, and then I'm gonna be back to uploading regularly, uploading the Georgia State series, uploading the Celtics, the Patriots, all that good stuff. And if you guys don't know, I did not get MLB 14 to show on the PS3. I will be picking it up on the PS4. So I've said that before, but I'll say it again. But let's get into this gameplay. We are going up against Kentucky, number 23 Georgia State, ranked this week for the first time in SEC history, or the first time since we've joined the SEC, I should say. And Kylie Neal gets things started with a 68-yard carry on the first play from scrimmage, and Blake Garner punches it in, and we take an early 7-0 lead on the Kentucky Wildcats, the team that recently just lost the national championship in men's basketball to UConn. But Jeremy Johnson to the right side, caught by Justin Wagner for an 18-yard pickup and a first down, and Georgia State looks to be driving once again. Now Johnson looking right side, a wide open Justin Wagner is eating up this coverage right now, and that's going to make it 3rd and goal from about the 15 after a large loss on a holding play. But Paul Walker is there in the end zone for the score, an 18-yard touchdown pass from Jeremy Johnson to Paul Walker. And guys, I cannot speak enough on the improvement of Jeremy Johnson this season. I know that this series has not been the most consistent in Season 4 in terms of uploading and stuff, but if you guys have followed the series, you might have noticed Jeremy Johnson is playing off the charts right now. He is playing his tail off, and it has been fun to watch. He's really picked up. After last year, we really relied on the run game and the run defense. This year, it's a little bit different. I feel like our passing game and our defense as a whole is not as strong, but it's a little bit more well-rounded, and I think our passing game is really taken off this year. But Jalen Whitlow loses 5 yards on the play, now 3rd and 15 coming up. Whitlow's going to get sacked, and Kentucky's going to have to settle for a field goal, so it's 14-3 at the end of the first quarter. They're close to it. Neal's going to pick up another 6 yards right here. They'll give him 7 now for 26 seconds to play. Johnson over the middle. That's going to be hauled in by Paul Walker for a 10-yard pickup. Now first play of the second quarter, Kylie Neal up the middle with a big hole, and he's going to pick up a nice 14-yard chunk. So 2nd and 14 later in the drive. Johnson right side. That's going to be hauled in by Paul Walker. A bad play right there by the defender, who could not come around on that ball. And now Johnson takes it himself on the read option and takes it into the end zone for a 17-yard touchdown run. And that is going to make it 21-3. This has easily been the kind of, not biggest blowout, but this has been at least the quickest start for us in SEC play so far. Even against the poor SEC teams, we've struggled a little bit just to, we haven't really blown anybody out yet. And, this one looks like it could be playing up to that. But Jalen Whitlow now, 1st and 10, trying to get this Kentucky offense going. He's going to hit his man, J.B. Walden, for a 14-yard pickup. Now 3rd and 2, it's going to be a read option. Whitlow's going to keep it. He's got space. He's going to finally be brought down by Morris right there. But 1st and 10, Whitlow dropping back. Once again, tons of time, no pass rush. He's going to make Robert Dowling miss. And he's eventually going to be tripped up by Dowling, who was chasing right there. 1st and 10, handoff to Mobley up the middle, and Mobley's into the end zone for the score. Dyshawn Mobley, that is a great name, by the way, and that's going to make it 21-10. 4:10 to play in the second quarter. Johnson hits Jackson open deep, and he's going to pick up a 27-yard gain. A big play right there. And now 3:39 to play. Kylie Neal to the outside. He's going to get all the way inside of the 30-yard line, picks up 20 more. He's had a great game so far. And now Neal hits another hole, picks up 8 yards, 2nd and 2. Next play on 2nd and 2, Johnson's going to keep it on the read option, try to cut to the outside. Not exactly the most elusive quarterback you're ever going to find, but he picks up a nice gain nonetheless. But Jeremy Johnson will get sacked on 3rd and 7, loses 5 yards, and Georgia State will have to settle for a field goal. And we got a studio update coming in here, an SEC game with an upset in the making. Number 4 South Carolina down to Tennessee, close to the end of the game. But we are at the half, 24-10 is the score. We are putting a whooping on Kentucky right now, who is ranked number 23. We're ranked number 22, so a battle of ranked opponents nonetheless. And because Kentucky's ranked number 23, you wouldn't expect them to kind of be a pushover opponent, so I'm expecting a fight out of them in the second half. But we'll have to see. They do start out with the ball. Dyshawn Mobley gets the carry on the counter and is going to pick up a first down with the 10-yard carry. Now 1st and 10. Whitlow dropping back shotgun once again. The spread offense is starting to click here in the second half. Early on, 1st and 10. That's going to be a screenplay to Badet, but he's going to be brought down and he fumbles, and it's picked up by Antonio Huff, who's going to get the ball, and that's going to be a change of possessions. But they're going to review it here from the booth, and we're going to take a look at a replay here in just one moment, as it did appear that he might have been down. Yes, that's pretty clear he was down. This is one of those, like, I don't know why NCAA does this, but they always make, like, really obvious calls, end up getting reviewed or whatever. Or like, I don't know, plays like this, they just shouldn't even, like, deal with trying to make it so realistic that they call this a fumble on the field and then review it, just because it's so, like, egregiously terrible. But nonetheless, 3rd and 9, Whitlow's going to drop back shotgun as always, looking for a screenplay. Dyshawn Mobley's got tons of space, breaks a tackle, and it's going to get inside of the 40-yard line to about the 35 and 15-yard pickup. Now shotgun set. Whitlow left side. That's going to be caught by Montgomery. Breaks a tackle down the sideline inside of the 5, and he's brought down finally by Craig Harris. But it's a 1st and 10, and Whitlow's going to fire to the end zone. There's Alex Montgomery once again for the 2-yard touchdown, and that's going to make it 24-17. Kentucky has fought back, and they're within 1 possession, and they're starting to click here. Another studio update, and that game has gone final. Tennessee upset South Carolina in South Carolina, and the Gamecocks, the top 5 team, go down for just the 2nd time this season. Now Johnson is coming to the right, just fires it, and Rufus Warren tiptoes in bounds. What a play by both Johnson to get that off and Warren to keep his feet in bounds and make that catch. And now a 17-yard pickup for Kyler Neal up the middle. We're going to go play action. Johnson over the middle. This time it's Justin Wagner, a 10-yard pickup. And this offense is rolling all game long. They've been doing it, and they are not slowing down here in the second half. Walker inside of the 15-yard line with 2:49 to play in the 3rd. Now it's still 24-17 is the score. Johnson over the middle. Walker, he's going to get a first down right there at about the 1-yard line. We're going to hand this one off to Blake Gard, who's got his 2nd score of the game, and that's going to put us back up by 14, 31-17. And another studio update here. We have another top 6 team with an upset in the making. Illinois coming in at 2-3, beating Indiana right now in the 4th quarter, and that's going to be a fumble. Jalen Whitlow loses it, and this was pretty much a turning point in the game. Neither defense is really stopping either offense at this point, and you've had the feeling that a turnover like that could really change things around. And now Georgia State, whose offense has not been stopped all game long, gets the ball back with a chance to go up by 3 scores at the end of the 3rd quarter. By the time they score, it'd be in the 4th. This could really be bad for Kentucky. We'll have to see if their defense can step it up, though. Johnson is going to pick apart the secondary as always. He's only had 1 incompletion so far today, and it was an almost interception actually in the red zone that it did not show. But Ross Jackson over the middle, picking up the first down, 10-yard pick or a 12-yard pickup inside of the 15, and now Johnson keeps it for himself on the quarterback keep, and that's going to give it an 8. That's going to give him an 8-yard gain, and a 1st and goal. Johnson up the middle. He's got his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. That's going to put us up by 3 scores with just about 5 minutes to play in the 4th quarter, and this game looks to be all but over. But as Johnson celebrates with his teammates in the end zone, we have one more studio update incoming, and yes, another upset. Another top 6 team goes down. Indiana falls from the ranks of the unbeaten, and that's gonna make them 5-1 in the season now. And Whitlow going deep on 4th and 16. Antonio Huff intercepts him with 3:47 to play, and this is pretty much going to ice the game. We're just going to run the clock out from here. Johnson keeping it himself. This run game for Georgia State has really not got it going too much this season. It's something that I'm not too concerned about just because of the way the passing game has been playing and the fact that we did have such a good game on the ground today. Really all around as an offense. Just played fantastic, so it's not something I'm too worried about. I feel like it's, we'll get it under control. I think it's something that'll pick up in the second half of the season. But we pick up the win, and I'm not even sure what our record is, but I believe we improved to something like 5-1 in the season or something like that. Because we're about halfway through, and I believe we've only lost once or twice. But we get the win, a great win for Georgia State coming into Kentucky on the road. Check out Johnson's stats, 16-17, 3 total touchdowns, 200 and something yards over the air. Just a great game out of him, a great junior season out of him as a whole. And take a look at the player stats. That's pretty much going to do it. So like I said, I apologize for kind of being inactive on the channel in the last couple of weeks, but that will be changing very soon. I'll get back to my regular uploading. It was good to kind of take a break, though. I did enjoy coming home and not really having to worry too much about YouTube or stuff like that. But I do miss it, and I'm posting this video from a computer that I borrowed from somebody that I'll be giving back soon. And I will be, like I said, uploading regularly very soon. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. But as we see here, Kentucky stats, they could not really get anything going through the air. Dyshawn Mobley actually had or not through the air, on the ground. Mobley actually had like 8 yards of carry, but he only got 6 carries, so probably should have gone to him a little bit more. I don't know, I guess I'm not Kentucky's coach, but nonetheless, that's going to do it for me. We're at the end of this video, so I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you did enjoy, and as always, I'm out. Peace.